And nigga, be real to yourself before you real with anybody else. YouTube, what's the big old deal, man? Man, we back with another video, man. Today, first of all, I definitely got to get a shout out to 1 second. Let me get this big shout out before we get into this reaction, man. Big shout out to the Crime Atlas, man. You know what I'm saying? They covered the Tayler Nicholson story. But before we get into this reaction, man, this content right here to me was it was an honor to get out there and try to look for Amari Nicholson, man. In 2021, a little boy by the name of Amari Nicholson lost his time on Earth due to a boyfriend who happened to make the wrong judgment call. And I'm real cautious on how I say this because I remember like it was yesterday, and God told me to stop my car. It was a gang of females out and all this crazy stuff going on, and they was like, we looking for this 2-year-old little boy, can you help us find him? And I'm like, I'd say less. You know what I'm saying? I parked in the Emerald Suites and I jumped out like, what he looked like, you know what I'm saying? It's a little baby. So, it was a lot of people out that day. And I jumped out my car just knowing God told me, like, go, my son. Obviously these women are out here looking for a little boy. And at that time, I didn't see no men out there searching. It was people all over. It was just the 2 women that I seen. Hold on 1 second. All right, so all right, so I guess I gotta hold on 1 second. All right, anyway, we're gonna move forward. We ain't even gonna do that. So going forward with this story, 2021, I jumped out my car and I'm saying, like, all right, well, give me a description. So they gave me the picture of what the little boy looked like. And man, when I say I was so passionate enough, man, I mean, I'm turning over everything. I'm looking all over the place for this little boy. And we couldn't find him. You see what I'm saying? And the search went on a couple of days. So it hit different when it came to somebody like me. I'm somebody that grew up in group homes, foster homes. I know about, having to grow up by yourself, you know what I'm saying? And then knowing the dangers of the world. But before we get into this, I don't know what the Crime Atlas go say. We go watch this reaction together. But I could tell y'all this. The sad thing about this is Tayler Nicholson, after Terrell Rhodes go to jail, she ended up catching another prostitution case and was charged with having a dangerous firearm and all of this crazy stuff. And I remember it was like, it's no way she didn't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? We kind of thought, like, man, she in on it too. You know what I'm saying? And before we get into it, chat, I'm asking everybody that's in here, I don't even care if it's 10 people in here, 20, 30. I just want everybody to just put rest in peace in the comment section. This is for this 2-year-old little boy who lost, his time on Earth. Rest in peace to Amari Nicholson. So with that being said, man, let's get into this reaction. Yeah, this one, this a real one, man. This ain't about no views and no controversy. This is just something. I was there, man. So, it's a little different on this one. Rest in peace, my young. All right, let's get it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Nah, you ain't go. You right where you belong. Nigga. Don't be crying now. Don't be crying now.
I can't go back.
Relax.
I can't go back.
Yeah, y'all, man. Look, man. Hey, it's about to get deep in here. Hold on. Let me just say this. This is Terrell Rhodes right here. This is the man who is responsible for taking somebody's time on this earth. You know, this is the man who was found guilty of taking, you know, Amari Nicholson's life when he was 2 years old at the time. To see this, man, it's crazy. He couldn't go back to jail because he know with these allegations what was gonna happen. Let's get it.
Out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Listen to this.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Crime Atlas upload. As we wrap up 2024, we are revisiting the 2021 case of Terrell Rhodes. Fun fact, this was one of our first uploads, and I've been wanting to redo this case for a while because the original audio quality was, how shall I put this? Poopy. Yes, poopy. Fortunately, we've come a long way since then. That said, the original managed to hit 1 million views because it's such a compelling story. Now that the case has been resolved, we've got an update to share with you, so let's dive right in. As detailed in a police report, 21-year-old Tayler Nicholson flew from Las Vegas to Colorado on April 30th, 2021. She said the trip was to help her mother, who was recovering from tendon injuries caused by a dog bite. Before leaving, Tayler left her 2-year-old son, Amari, under the care of her boyfriend, then 27-year-old Terrell Rhodes. And they say absence makes the heart grow fonder, that, time apart can deepen affection. Yet for this couple, distance only seemed to widen the cracks in their relationship. While Tayler was away, tensions flared between her and Terrell. Their phone calls and text messages grew increasingly heated until Tayler finally had enough of the arguing. In the early hours of May 3rd, she ended their relationship by text, with her son still in Terrell's care. She then informed him that someone would be...
All right, so we gonna stop right there. I know a lot of y'all don't know what really took place. I think this was probably her version that when she was telling the police that was, to me, you would think, why would you break up with somebody who got your kid in their care? You see what I'm saying? Like, this is a 2-year-old little boy. You see what I'm saying? He's 2 years old. He's a child. You see what I'm saying? This is not just your a normal boyfriend. This was your folks. You were doing prostitution. He's some ism. You know what I'm saying? That's the wrong person to leave with your child with off the back. You see what I'm saying? Y'all, I want y'all to pay attention to this story because there's somebody out there that, I don't care if you got to get out there and go get it by any means. Make sure that your kids is covered, man. Because, when you're dealing with certain people out here that deal with untreated trauma, man, there's no telling what they can do. Let's go.
Stopping by their room at the Emerald Suites Hotel where they lived to collect her belongings. They would not communicate again until 2 days later at around 6 a.m. Terrell called Tayler in a panic, claiming that a woman identifying herself as Amari's paternal aunt had come to their room and taken the child. Terrell insisted he had tried to contact Tayler sooner, but couldn't reach her. An hour later, Tayler called the Las Vegas police to report what she believed was a possible kidnapping.
Wednesday, May 5, 2021, 0701 and 57 seconds.
I submitted Archambault 17420.
Hi, I need to report an Amber Alert.
Okay, who's missing that you know?
My son,
How old's your son?
he'll be 3 in October.
Where did you last see him?
My apartment, somebody came knocking on the door. My boyfriend thought it was related to us, and she ran out the door with my baby.
Okay, what address did this happen at?
It's the Emerald Suite, Building J, off the Convention Center, Paradise Basin Plain. I'm in Colorado visiting my mom right now, so I'm not in Vegas.
Did somebody
I'm
already
catching
call
the
this
first
in?
flight. No, I'm the first person.
Okay, off of, you said Paradise Convention Center. Let me see. Give me one moment. Why didn't anybody call this in earlier?
I just found out about it. It just happened.
Oh, no, why didn't they call police?
They called me and I panicked and called you guys.
So I know they're building J. Do you know what unit or apartment number they're at?
So do y'all see what's going on here? Like this is why I used to think she knew what had happened, because at the end of the day, you out there in Colorado with your mama. This dude got your son, and you know it was true that somebody did come to the unit to get the boy, but he never gave that person the little Amari, because he didn't know who that was, and I don't think she even told him, you know, who that really was. So he never gave up the baby. But the fact is this: why didn't you figure, like, nigga, why you ain't calling the police, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, as a man, you should have called the ambulance and let them know, hey, listen, you know, somebody took my such and such son. I don't know, like my whole son or somebody, my girlfriend's son. Why didn't you inform anybody? You called her off the back. You see what I'm saying? She knew that this dude had anger issues. He was, you know, violent and all that, but she still left that little boy in that man's custody. Let's go.
It's on the inside building. We just moved right before I had left town, so I don't know what the apartment number is, but it's building J on the courtyard side, and it's the 3rd floor of a corner building all the way to the top left.
Okay. And then, so do we know who might have taken the child, or no idea?
At this point, I don't know, because nobody knows where we live. But he claims that she said that she was my baby daddy's sister, but I don't talk to any of his family, and he's not on the birth certificate. He has no rights to my son.
So he gave this girl the child, and then they left. Is that right?
He was packing my son's clothes, and she ran out the door with him.
Okay. Let me see. Give me one moment. So this would be your ex-boyfriend's sister, technically, right?
I'm sorry, what?
This is your ex-boyfriend's sister, correct?
Yeah.
Do we know how long ago we last saw the kid?
Maybe 30 minutes.
Do we know which way they went?
No.
Okay. Do we know if they left on foot or in a vehicle?
Wearing a gray Adidas sweater with sweatpants.
Oh, I'm sorry. Before we get to that, do we know if they left on foot or in a car?
In a car.
What color, make, and model car were they driving?
He wasn't able to see it.
Okay, that's
he
okay.
was still in the apartment when she ran out.
Okay. I already have a call set up, so I just need some more info. I want to clarify, there is no child custody paperwork involved, right? Or do you have full custody?
I have full custody.
Okay.
My baby daddy was abusive to me when I was pregnant, and he went to prison for 2 years for beating on me when I was pregnant. And so he has no rights, no nothing.
All right, so before we go on, so with that situation, I actually talked to her baby daddy, man. It was crazy because she lied allegedly and put him in jail just so she can get away with the baby. He had a stable family. Like he had his mother, his sisters. His family was way more stable than her, and his family was trying to get custody of the baby. You see what I'm saying? So she ended up pulling one of those, you know, the moves, got him caught up, got him locked up for something he didn't do, and that's how she was able to get away with the baby and get custody. You see what I'm saying? At that time, she was staying from pillow to post, you know, motel room, hotel room, and she put that boy in jail, got him locked up. You see what I'm saying? And it's a cold game because she did everything to get that baby and make sure that he would never have custody over that baby. And look what happened in result to even after, Amari Nicholson time on this earth was short, she ended up going to jail for prostitution and dangerous firearm. It's crazy, man. I think she's probably still in jail to this day. Let's go.
Should it be in contact?
Okay, understood. And what's the child's or the ex-boyfriend's sister's name?
I'm assuming it would be. I'm not sure. He only has 2 sisters, so it'd either be.
Okay.
But it is her.
Okay, I'll go ahead and put you in Colorado, but you're working your way back here. If you get any further, please give us a call back right away. Otherwise, you're all set, okay?
Okay, my plane leaves at 1:30, and so I should be there around 2:30.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Thank you, bye.
Police dispatch immediately initiated an Amber Alert for potential child abduction. As officers sped towards the scene, the dispatcher reached out to Terrell to get his side of the story.
Hello.
Hey, it's Metro Police on a recorded line. Is this Terrell?
Yes.
Hey, sir. I just spoke with Tayler on the phone, and she advised that her ex-boyfriend's sister may have taken her child.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get some basic information really quick. When did you last see the child?
Approximately like 50 minutes ago.
15 minutes ago?
50.
Oh, 50? Oh, okay. And then did you see which way they went when they took off?
No, I didn't. I didn't even look out the door.
Okay.
I had no idea. I ain't had no idea he was even coming over here.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, that's what Tayler said. And then do you...
All right, so look, my job, and I know I keep cutting it, but man, this situation to me, man, I still think about this little boy. And it's crazy how we found the little boy. We found him in a trash dumpster. He was in the trash bins, man. So this dude right here, I want y'all to listen to the emotion that he putting into, these phone calls. I want y'all to look him in his face because he pled guilty to unaliving Amari Nicholson, but we couldn't find this little boy for days. Like I told y'all, when I found out the little boy was missing, sometimes God be sending me on these missions. And if it's right in front of me, I can't say no. Like, nah, I'm going to go mind my business if God tell me to do it. We found this little boy in a dumpster. He threw his in a trash, and it was crazy because he was so light. He's a yellow baby. You see what I'm saying? And if y'all seen that, bro, you'll be like, man, where that nigga at right now? hey, where Terrell Rhodes at? Let me catch that. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. Let's get it.
Do you know what color, make, and model car they might have left in, or no idea?
Ma'am, I don't know.
Okay.
All I know is she had on a gray Adidas sweatsuit.
Okay. Let me get her
sweatshirt and pants to match.
Okay, I'm gonna get her description. Did she give you her name?
Excuse me?
Did she give you what her name was?
No, but her name is my girlfriend gave it to me.
Okay, because she said it's one of 2 possible sisters. Let me get her description. Was she white, black, Hispanic, or Asian?
She was black.
And then how old did she look?
Like in her 20s.
How tall was she?
Medium build, like 5'9", 5'10".
Okay, and what color hair did she have?
Black.
What color?
Black, red, the little individual little braids.
Black braids, okay. And then did she appear drunk or high at all?
No, ma'am.
Any weapons on her?
No, ma'am, not that I know of.
Okay, and then Amari, what color clothes was he last seen wearing?
He had his pajamas on still, baby blue pajamas.
Okay.
And a sweater, a gray sweater.
Okay.
That I grabbed because I was going to start packing his stuff up, and then she just said, "Oh well, we already got everything we need for him, so you don't need to pack anything."
Okay.
So I just gave him his sweater,
And then, sir, what apartment number are you guys in?
I'm in 3107, ma'am.
So it's the Emerald Suite, 3107 Building J,
Yeah.
John, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to be out there as soon as we can. Any COVID symptoms or exposure to COVID for anybody involved?
You said any exposure?
Yeah, any COVID symptoms or exposure to COVID?
No COVID, ma'am.
Okay, you're all set. We'll be out there soon, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, bye.
If you've been injured in a car accident, don't call an attorney. Use this AI app instead. That's what I...
Due to Terrell's claim of a possible paternal relative's involvement, the police initially suspected a child custody dispute that should be handled through the family court process. As a result, the Amber Alert was canceled. At 2:58 p.m., Tayler contacted the police again, hoping to get the Amber Alert reactivated. After a brief discussion, she was informed that officers were on their way to speak with her in person. Perhaps hoping to gain public sympathy and support, Tayler and Terrell went on television to be interviewed by Channel 8 News Now's Joe Mueller.
Message to the public is, we miss our baby boy, and if he's watching, mommy and daddy loves you, and we hope you get home soon and safely. To the public, just
see, that what got me right. This right here is the fact that it was already tension inside that household. Terrell Rhodes was, he was putting his hands on this young lady, right, in front of Amari. You see what I'm saying? And for you to even, Terrell Rhodes is not his daddy. You see what I'm saying? And for you to get on the news and talk about mommy and daddy, that her original baby daddy is watching this on the news. Like, that was crazy to me. Y'all should have, if this was 2021. I think a lot of people, we even thought she had something to do with it just by this interview right here. Let us know, like, come on, homie. You know what I'm saying? Let one of my children mother be on the news talking about, mommy and daddy miss you. Nigga, I'm finna fly through the TV screen and it's gonna be some furniture moving, bro. This was crazy. Let's go.
just, share our posts on Facebook, share the news reports, and try to get the word out and his picture around, and keep on a lookout to be able to find, where he is, and to be able to bring him home back safe and sound. My mom got attacked by a dog, and it chewed her tendon in her ankle, so she had to have 2 hours of surgery and over 60 stitches, so she was crippled, not able to walk. So I left on Friday to go to help take care of her, and I had only been gone 4 days before I woke up to a phone call saying my son was gone. And when I found that out, I hopped in the car and drove 2.5 hours to get to the airport, since it's a small little country city, and hopped on the next plane and landed in Vegas around 2:30, and then that's when the search was able to happen. I had called police at 7 in the morning to be able to report him as the missing child, and the responders came out, and one called and spoke to me over the phone, the other talked to my boyfriend about the situation of what happened, and they had a misunderstanding and canceled the search, and so my son was missing for 8 hours with nobody looking for him. And then when I came in town and they were finally able to speak to me is when they finally were able to report him as missing. And they've searched everything and trying to do what they can. We just wish it was, a little bit more.
From my knowledge, I was already notified that somebody would be coming over, but I didn't think when, I didn't know when, I didn't expect when, and then when somebody did come, they notified themselves as my girlfriend, baby daddy's sister. And they said they was here to pick up Amari and notified me that it was already prearranged. So
wait a minute. Y'all got to understand something, right? They said that she broke up with him on the phone while she was still in Colorado. And she mentioned that somebody's coming to pick up her son, right? Just pay attention. How would he be able to, out of everybody, you don't even know her baby daddy's family. She never displayed who was coming to pick him up. I want y'all to remember when y'all heard her voicemail, she said she don't even talk to her baby daddy side of the family. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Y'all really picking up what I'm writing down, homie? she didn't have no communication with her baby daddy's brother, with her baby daddy or his sisters. How did Terrell Rhodes come and say, her baby daddy's sister came and picked up the baby? She said that nobody even knew where they stayed at. That's the Emerald Suites. You move around over there. It's a weekly, place to stay. That's why I was like, something ain't right. Still to this day, maybe because he did it and she was gone, she tried to cover it to help him get out of it. You see what I'm saying? And that's probably why, a lot of that bad karma came back in bitter. If y'all listen to this story, homie, this can happen to anybody. But I want y'all to leave a comment. Let me know, did y'all think she had some involvement, or y'all think she was just solid, trying to do the best she can as a mother? Let's go.
Honeybook completely changed how I do business. I'm a photographer and independent business. It's a fact.
No COVID, man.
Okay, you're all set. We'll be out there soon, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, bye.
Due to Terrell's claim of a possible paternal relative's involvement, the police initially suspected a child custody dispute that should be handled through the family court process. As a result, the Amber Alert was canceled. At 2:58 p.m., Tayler contacted the police again, hoping to get the Amber Alert reactivated. After a brief discussion, she was informed that officers were on their way to speak with her in person. Perhaps hoping to gain public sympathy and support, Tayler and Terrell went on television to be interviewed by Channel 8 News Now's Joe Mueller.
The message to the public is, we miss our baby boy, and if he's watching, mommy and daddy loves you, and we hope you get home soon and safely. To the public, just, share our posts on Facebook, share the news reports, and try to get the word out and his picture around, and keep on a lookout to be able to find, where he is, and to be able to bring him home back safe and sound. My mom got attacked by a dog, and it chewed her tendon in her ankle, so she had to have 2 hours of surgery and over 60 stitches, so she was crippled, not able to walk. So I left on Friday to go to help take care of her, and I had only been gone 4 days before I woke up to a phone call saying my son was gone. And when I found that out, I hopped in the car and drove 2.5 hours to get to the airport, since it's a small little country city, and hopped on the next plane and landed in Vegas around 2:30, and then that's when the search was able to happen. I had called police at 7 in the morning to be able to report him as the missing child, and the responders came out, and one called and spoke to me over the phone, the other talked to my boyfriend about the situation of what happened, and they had a misunderstanding and canceled the search, and so my son was missing for 8 hours with nobody looking for him. And then when I came in town and they were finally able to speak to me is when they finally were able to report him as missing. And they've searched everything and trying to do what they can. We just wish it was, a little bit more.
From my knowledge, I was already notified that somebody would be coming over, but I didn't think when, I didn't know when, I didn't expect when, and then when somebody did come, they notified themselves as my girlfriend, baby daddy's sister. And they said they was here to pick up Amari and notified me that it was already prearranged. So from my understanding, from already being told by my girlfriend that somebody would be over, I wasn't told who, I wasn't told when, but I still had that in the back of my mind. So when that person knocked on the door, that's what my mind recommended right back to. So that's who I thought was there to pick up Amari. And as I'm finna call my girlfriend and pack his bag at the same time, she says that they already got everything that they need for him. And
Chad, what does it sound like? Do it sound like he telling the truth, or is he lying? You see what I'm saying? Now, mind y'all, he's in prison. You see what I'm saying? I don't think he's ever getting out of jail. I don't think he's never going to see a day on these streets ever again in life. I think he was like, how old was he? 26, 27? Yeah, he through, bro. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that you knew what you already did, you knew where you put this little boy at. Like I told y'all, we found Amari Nicholson in a dumpster. You know what I'm saying? And that right there alone, and watch this dude sit here and tell this story. You can see the wigglies. The nigga's shaking in his boots right now.
To me is when they finally were able to report him as missing. And they've searched everything and trying to do what they can. We just wish it was, a little bit more.
From my knowledge, I was already notified that somebody would be coming over, but I didn't know when, I didn't expect when, and then when somebody did come, they notified themselves as my girlfriend, baby daddy's sister, and they said they was here to pick up Amari, and notified me that it was already prearranged. So, from my understanding, from already being told by my girlfriend that somebody would be over, I wasn't told who, I wasn't told when, but I still had that in the back of my mind. So when that person knocked on the door, that's what my mind recommended right back to. So that's who I thought was there to pick up Amari. And as I'm finna call my girlfriend and pack his bag at the same time, she says that they already got everything that they need for him, and I don't need to pack anything. He'll be fine. And she recollected and she proceeded out the door. And as I'm on the phone trying to call my girlfriend, my last look of her, it was just walking down the stairs. So I closed the door and I started calling my girlfriend over and over until she answered the phone and asked her, was anybody supposed to come that day to pick up Amari? And she said no. I said the lady just came to the door, says that she's her baby daddy's sister, and they just picked up Amari. And she started freaking out. That's when I ran out the door and immediately start combing the area, looking around, see what I can. And I ain't see nothing. Bring our son back wherever you at. Bring him back.
Look, he laughing.
Like immediately.
He laughing.
It's disgusting. I mean, he's a helpless 2-year-old. He's tiny and can't fight back. He doesn't know where he's at, doesn't know where mommy and daddy are, because we're the only two people that he knows. And he needs medicine. He's scared. He doesn't know who these people are. And we just asked to bring him back safe and sound because he doesn't deserve this. This is not okay.
And it's what's really sickening is that people is making assumptions, thinking that I have something to do with it, that I have her manipulate.
That right there for me, right? So as y'all, once again, for y'all that's just coming in, Terrell Rhodes is in prison for this specific situation. You see what I'm saying? And he admitted it in court. He told him he did it. But the fact, when you look back and you look at this right here, man, come on, man. This is crazy to me. Let's go.
People are. And we just asked to bring him back safe and sound because he doesn't deserve this. This is not okay.
And it's what's really sickening is that people is making assumptions, thinking that I have something to do with it, that I have her manipulated in some way, which that's sickening to me also, because he love us. I mean, we ain't never do nothing like that to him. Apparently not now.
So we're just waiting, hoping something pops into the air, someone slips up, and he's able to return home.
Right now.
So we're gonna try to plan out a search party for him. See how that works. How we're gonna do the best we can and do whatever we can to find them.
We're going to create the search party on Facebook, and a Facebook event that's going to be public, and we try to advise anyone who's free and not doing anything to come out and try to help us find him. Comb through the city, see if he's anywhere in sight. We have a few ideas of where he could be, and the police are just saying that it's an ongoing investigation, so they're not able to share much, and we can't, share all the details either because it's still ongoing, and we're don't want to interrupt the process of trying to find him. And so we're just waiting and trying to figure this out on our own as well.
All right. Thank you.
the Las Vegas community sprang into action while police searched for Amari. Officers began canvassing the area, speaking with neighbors and hotel staff. They obtained surveillance footage from the facility's security cameras, hoping to catch a glimpse of the alleged abductor. Simultaneously, detectives were notified and prepared to dive deeper into the investigation. Meanwhile, officers at the Emerald Suites quickly located the room shared by Tayler and Terrell. The door was open, a sign of recent hurried activity. Inside, forensic technicians discovered blood on the wall and soiled children's clothing. This evidence was processed and submitted for analysis. In a thorough review of the case, detectives also learned that within the past year, there was at least one report made to Child Protective Services alleging abuse. The agency looked into the allegation but closed the case without further action. No specific details on that case have been released, but according to Amari's maternal grandmother, calls concerning Terrell's behavior were made on behalf of the family. Additionally, investigators became aware that Terrell had been released from prison the previous year after serving time for robbery and burglary convictions. As the investigation unfolded, Tayler and Terrell agreed to hold a second joint interview with local media. Terrell's noticeable reactions and facial expressions in this interview were particularly questionable, drawing further scrutiny from the public and police.
Tayler Nicholson, TaylerNichoolson.
Okay, and yourself?
Terrell, Terrell,
How's his last name?
Rhodes,
Rhodes.
Rhodes.
Okay. Do you guys both live in Las Vegas? Then?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I guess just tell me your thoughts. I mean, this is 2 days now without your son. What's going through your mind?
We're devastated and hoping for the best of his safe return, and just saying our prayers and hoping that God's looking out for him and that he's not in any type of distress or danger. We just want our baby back as soon as possible in the best condition possible.
And it's grown to the amount that the father's saying that his sister didn't come get him. And if that's really the case, then where's my son?
I mean, it seems to be, there's different stories floating around out there. I mean, can you just explain to me what you think happened? Or
he had got a knock on the door at 6 a.m. from a lady representing herself as Giorgio's sister. And then situation process, he's trying to call me to figure out what's going on. And I'm asleep in Colorado and I wasn't able to answer in time. So as he's packing a bag, she grabs the baby and runs out the apartment. And by the time he's able to...
All right, what do y'all think about that, Chad? Like, to this day, Amari Nicholson, I definitely believe he got his justice. But you're saying your son, why would you even pack a bag for somebody you've never met? In the beginning, y'all heard her say that she broke up with him and she was sending somebody to come pick her son up. All her family live in Colorado, so all she had is whole partners and stuff like that, man, right? But why would you give her son to somebody you never met, but you calling this baby your son? You see what I'm saying? This is why I always thought, and this is just, opinionated. This is not facts. This, it's over with. He end up, taking all the time for it, but I still felt like she was trying to cover up for him. That's how much she loved him, that she would let him get away with what he did to her son just to prove her love. Let's go.
Try to go find where she went. She was nowhere to be seen.
So you think this was the father's sister?
Yes.
To my knowledge, yes.
And what is her name? Okay, and his sister. And why would she come there?
I'm not sure. They knew the area where we lived, but they never knew the apartment, so they stalked us until they were able to find where the baby was. And
why would she take him?
Because the dad wanted to be in the child's life.
He didn't want to see him getting raised by me and her. He wanted to be in his child's life with the rest of his kids. Apparently, he has a house. He has a stable foundation with 4 other more children, and the only missing piece was Amari.
I've always tried to be the cordial parent, as never not allowed him to see him or contact him. I just always told him, as long as you put in the effort to be in the child's life and show that you're trying to be the father, then, that's fine. But he wasn't doing that. He wouldn't reach out, wouldn't call. It would always just be a message and once in a blue moon. It was never consistent, never like he really wanted to do that. And then we had an argument on Monday, and then he did this on Wednesday.
So, you're saying that she came and took him. Has anybody talked to her at this point?
Police talked to her. We've called. They're denying everything. They've been searched, and he's nowhere to be found. So we're just waiting till he shows up somewhere.
So she's saying that I didn't take him.
Yes.
Right. So who do you know who went there with him in the first place then?
What do you mean?
That hotel. Who took Amari to the hotel? Was he?
What hotel?
Were they staying at the Emerald Suites?
Yeah. Yes, that's where we live.
That's where you live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
we live at the Emerald Suites, and nobody knew which apartment or whatever. So they stood outside watching to see where we were. And then that's when they realized, they finally saw Amari and saw him with him. And then that's when they came knocking on the door.
So who was at the Emerald Suites that day then?
He was left with Terrell.
With you, okay. That's what I thought. And so can you just explain what were you guys doing prior to, or what were you doing in the morning?
Before that occurred, we had just woke up. I had just fed him breakfast. And I was in the room on my phone at this time, laying down. He's in there playing with his toys, and all of a sudden there's a knock on the door. And it was a woman saying that she was her baby daddy's sister.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she was there to pick up my stepson.
Did you know her? Did you know her?
I never seen
Appreciate the super chat.
any sides of her baby daddy's family, so I never recognized her.
So then what happened?
So then I go to proceed to, okay, I'm gonna pack him a bag up, pack some of his belongings, and when that happens, I turn around to call her to tell her if this is this true, was this really prearranged? And as I'm doing that, she says she
appreciate you.
Don't need anything from my stepson. They got everything they need for him, and basically just took off.
So you did she take him then at that point?
After that, she basically said she got everything that she needs for him, and just left.
Now, but you didn't know her though, correct? You never seen her?
Huh.
So did you not know this person you're letting take Amari away?
I mean, from my knowledge, I already was told like someone was going to stop by, somebody was going to, but I never knew who. So I still had that in my head that somebody was coming by.
Who said somebody was going to come by?
That's what I was notified from my girlfriend prior to those days leading up.
So did you tell him that somebody was going to come by and get him?
I never said anybody was coming to get anybody. But I did say somebody would be by. So with that being planted in his head,
that's what I took that as.
Took it as she was there.
That's it right there.
So who do you think?
Look, come on, look how the story changing. Look at his face. Look at his face. Come on, man. I honestly think, man, look, bruh. Come on. She tried to cover up for Terrell Rhodes, man. If y'all look on her neck, she got King Terrell on her neck, right? She tried to cover up what he did to her son, homie. I'm telling y'all, this shit was, to me, I had goosebumps because I was like, real talk, before we get back to it, let me tell y'all why I had goosebumps, right? It was a dumpster. And I had my foot on the dumpster, and I reckon in my head, I'm like, where this baby at? Like, where could this baby be, right? They already found blood in the apartment. So, a lot of people are like, man, and then the news interview, we like, yeah, that he did something to the baby. The whole time, I was right behind where he put the baby. The whole time. That's the only place, for some reason, I didn't go look. I didn't look in the dumpster I had my foot on. That's where he had the baby. You see what I'm saying? So rest in peace. Put RIP in the comment section for this young king who didn't get a chance to live his life on this earth long enough due to, you know, this hater right here, man. Terrell Rhodes. Let's go. Look at his face, man. Just look at his body language.
Did you not know this person you're letting take Amari away?
I mean, from my knowledge, I already was told like someone was going to stop by, somebody was going to, but I never knew who. So I still had that in my head that somebody was coming by.
Who said somebody was going to come by?
That's what I was notified from my girlfriend prior to those days leading up.
So did you tell him that somebody was going to come by and get him?
I never said anybody was coming to get anybody. But I did say somebody would be by. So with that being planted in his head,
that's what I took that as.
Took it as she was there for Amari.
So who do you think actually what came to the door and took him away then? Do we even know?
We know, and police are investigating everything and doing the best of what they can to try to reach out to everyone and try to find him wherever he is.
And I'm sorry, just so I'm clear then, who do you think came to the door that day and took him away?
His sister.
His sister, okay. So do you think indeed that was the sister who came that day?
Yes.
To take him? Okay. And what did she say to you? I mean, did you talk to her?
The only words that we had were that she was there to pick up my stepson.
How could he describe what the sister of her baby daddy looked like if he ain't never seen her? And she just co-signed. Hey, listen, she just said that her baby daddy's sister came and got the baby. Terrell Rhodes ain't never seen the baby daddy or his sister. How can he describe what? Man, I used to get so hot. I'm like, man, come on, man. We know the truth ain't in you. We know the truth ain't in you. You cover for the dude who did what he did to your son is crazy to me. Let's go.
And then she already had talked to my girlfriend about it. So when I turned around to go pack his bags up, get his few belongings together, she already said that she didn't need anything. They had everything for him, and that was it.
You didn't even give him all his things and stuff. Then.
She didn't take anything.
She didn't take anything from you guys. Right? So now, did you okay the sister to come and get him?
No. But his family never knew where we lived. They knew the area, but not the apartment number. And I never spoke to anyone giving the okay for anyone to come.
Hold on, man. Did y'all just hear what she just said? Think about it. That's like how did you find out the apartment number? Think. Come on, man. Come on, man. They never knew. How could they? Terrell was in the house with Amari. How did she know to walk up to that exact same apartment number and come get the baby? He don't even know what the sister looked like. Come on, man. What y'all? Hey, chat. Y'all put it in there, man. Guilty or no, man? Guilty or no? Come on, cuz. That's come on, man. Come on, man. This is crazy.
To go pack his bags up, get his few belongings together.
Look at his face.
She already said that.
Look at his face. He don't even remember what he's saying. He don't even remember. You can see he trying to make this ish up as fast as he go. Let's get it.
And then try to find him wherever he is.
And I'm sorry, just so I'm clear then, who do you think came to the door that day and took him away?
His sister.
His sister. Okay. Do you think indeed that was the sister who came that day?
Yes.
To take him? Okay. And what did she say to you? I mean, did you talk to her?
The only words that we had were that she was there to pick up my stepson, and that she already had talked to my girlfriend about it. So when I turned around to go pack his bags up, get his few belongings together, she already said that she didn't need anything. They had everything for him, and that That was it.
You didn't even give him all these things and stuff. Then.
She didn't take anything.
So now, did you okay the sister to come and get
No.
him?
No, but his family never knew where we lived. They knew the area, but not the apartment number. And I never spoke to anyone giving the okay for anyone to come and take him or have him or anything. They just showed up uninvited.
Okay.
Look.
So you never told him that she.
You never told him to give the baby to anybody. Think about this. How can y'all say that she had nothing or no idea that you know what could have potentially happened? Why didn't you catch that fat? You supposed to be squabbling him. You supposed to be socking him, touching him up. Where's my baby? Where's my baby? Forget what y'all saying on the news. That baby came up out of you. You sitting back and you riding for this dude. You see what I'm saying? Like, he didn't even know what your baby daddy looked like or his sister. And how the hell did they know what apartment number to come get the baby out of? Come on, man. That shit don't even make no sense. Let's go.
He was coming.
No.
But did you tell him somebody was coming?
Yes.
Did you tell him who was coming?
No.
No.
No. So did you know exactly who was coming? You didn't know. Okay.
When she arrived, that's first thought I had in my head was, so this was the someone, I guess, that was coming.
Look at the lie. Look at the lie. Look at the lie.
Sorry, just so I'm clear. I'm sorry I keep asking.
Look at the eyes. Look at those eyes.
So are you saying that the sister never had permission to come and get him?
Correct.
Just came and took him?
Yes.
And have you talked to her lately? I think you just told me that.
No, I haven't spoken to him or his family in a year and a half. That was the first time that Giorgio went to prison 3 years ago for abusing me while I was pregnant. And he got released last year around August, and he visited him 2 days while he was in town. And that was the only time Giorgio's ever met and seen Amari. So his family, that was the first time they had seen him, was the one day of the visit. They haven't been to contact me, they haven't showed any emotion towards this. They haven't contacted me to get the story. They haven't contacted me to see where he is. They're not telling me anything. And then he sends a video into the newscasting and he's smiling in the video. He's not showing any type of emotion, like as if he's really a concerned parent. It's like he just wants the publicity from it.
What about my understanding is you haven't seen Amari Miles?
No.
Correct.
We were told.
I've been present.
You've been here, okay. So if he really hasn't been around, why do you think now all of a sudden he wanted to be around Amari?
We've always had, like I said earlier, I've always tried to be the cordial person, try to co-parent and whatnot. If he reaches out to me, I respond back. He's asked to see him a few times, but we haven't been able to make that arrangement work out yet. Mm-hmm. So he has asked to see him before. He has asked for him to come out there. He asked to have him for Christmas, and we had already booked plans before he had asked, so we weren't able to make that happen. So he has tried to, but like I said, he doesn't put in any effort into trying to, be a father in his life. So I'm not going to send my son to a complete stranger when, I've been through that, and I'm trying to give my son the best life that he can and not have to go through the things that I did as in my childhood. So I'm telling him, be more involved, FaceTime more so he can recognize you, so he can get an idea of who you are. And he never wants to do that. He expects everyone to do what he says on his time.
Let me back up just for a second. So when they came over, you said you called her, right? And did you even talk to him right away?
No, I was still asleep. So my phone, I didn't hear the first few calls until it was already too late.
And when was it? How long was it when she came and took Amari until you actually finally talked to her?
This wasn't that long. Probably like a minute, 2 minutes. Because I called repeatedly until she answered the phone.
And then what did you do after she left with him?
I went running around the complex, just trying to search for any type of whereabouts or if I see anything.
Oh my lying ass nigga!
What did you tell her?
I asked her anybody's supposed to.
Hold on. This nigga lying, bruh. Watch how he huckle. Wow, man, look, this nigga lying, cuz. This is oh boy, this nigga right here. Hold on, let's look, this is him in jail, man. Yeah, that was him right there, man. Hold on, man. It's just crazy to me. The fact. Hold on, where I was at. All right, I was right. Wait. Here we go. Right here we go. Let's go.
I just want him back. I just want him back where he need to be, back with us. Like people is making this a finger pointing game, and this is not a finger pointing game. My son is really missing, and that's how the family's saying that they don't know where he is or what's going on. So it's it's a lot. It's a lot.
His conscience is eating him up right now. His conscience. Look how he got that. Look how his conscience is eating his ass up right now, though. Think of that boy. See that? Yeah, look at him over there now. Look, he grabbed that gun because he know you can't. Come on, man. Man, he knew for sure. Him going to prison for that? You skinny, bro. You only 100 and probably 30, 40 pounds? Yeah, man, they go get on your linya. Yeah, ain't nobody finna. And it's hit the news. So you know this got a lot of publicity. He knew, he was like, damn, hey, that's Terrell Rhodes right there. You see what I'm saying? Everybody knew his name, knew he was lying in this interview. They knew that the way his eyes was, his words was inconsistent. He was trying to paraphrase and all that. Man, bro, we caught on to that the moment you got on that camera. Let's go.
Hey guys, I have nothing to do with that.
Disgusting because Amari doesn't know anybody. He's distraught. He's in a house full of people that he doesn't know who they are, and he doesn't know where his mommy and daddy are. And for this man to have Amari in hiding and not sitting here letting us know anything, like, at least let me know my baby's okay.
At least.
Like, but we're not even getting that. You're not telling me that he's safe. You're not telling me that he's not harmed. You're not telling me that he's okay. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he needs medicine, and he's not able to get that.
What does he take medicine for?
He has asthma.
Did you have the asthma?
Yes, and he has a
and they didn't
broke out and he has a rash on his neck, and got medicine for his rash. He needs that.
He tried packing everything.
Okay. And they didn't even take it. And when she grabbed him, you didn't say anything? You say, hey, wait, or here's the bag, or wait, don't take him, or anything like that? What?
She basically just did that before I can say or do anything. I was already a step in the room, ready to on the phone with her and trying to pack a bag at the same time.
Yeah, but again, your understanding was somebody was coming to get him, so they just took him, and that was it.
Following the interview, Tayler faced heavy criticism on social media, with many questioning her apparent lack of urgency and emotion. Meanwhile, public attention turned to the allegations involving Amari's paternal aunt. Did she really have something to do with Amari's disappearance? In response to these growing suspicions and to support the search for Amari, his paternal relatives joined forces with the Nevada Child Seekers Organization to hold a joint press conference.
You feel confident that Amari's not with anyone on the paternal side of the family? You know everyone in your family, right? And if the person said that they were on the paternal side, is there any possibility that someone on your side of the family has them? Or you ruled that out?
There's no possibility that anyone.
Hey, that's crazy. Look, hey, that's this lady right here. This one of the ladies who asked me to help look for the little boy right here, man. That I ain't even gonna lie, man. That day bring back memories, kid. Let's go.
And on our side of the family has him. And that's why we're out here to try to figure out who does have him. Someone has to have seen something.
Have you been in contact with the mother's side of the family? Are they helping? And I know yesterday you said that not pointing fingers or any of that, but what's their involvement? And are they trying to help too?
We have not been in contact with the mother's side of the family. We are open to working with her. We want her to know that we want to help her find Amari. Like I mentioned before, we're moms. I can't imagine what it's like to not have your son at home for 6 days in a row and have no idea where he is. So we want to help her find her son.
What is your reaction to knowing that she's not out here with you guys trying to help?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. And I don't want to speculate because I don't want her to feel like we're against her. But we're here to help her. We want to help her find her son.
So my car insurance just went up again to $159 though.
Look, check this out. Don't worry. I got a solution.
All right, so my job. That's the auntie that Terrell said came and picked up the baby. When she found out her nephew was missing, she came out there and got to it. You see what I'm saying? So what did that tell you? That breaks down their whole story because remember, Tayler Nicholson said that the auntie came and picked him up. That's the auntie right there. Let's go.
As the investigation progressed, detectives determined that the paternal relatives did not have custody of Amari. Additionally, the Clark County District Attorney stated there was no evidence linking Tayler to any crime. With no other credible persons of interest, Terrell swiftly became the primary suspect. Armed with forensic test results, the Las Vegas Metro Police Department brought Terrell in for questioning. At first, he denied any involvement, but his story unraveled as detectives presented DNA evidence from the blood on the wall, the soiled children's clothing, and incriminating video footage recovered from his phone. After laying out their findings, the detectives left the room, giving Terrell time to ponder his dilemma.
Out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Man, what the man? Come on, gang. First of all, the fact that this is somebody who made sure a 2-year-old boy never walk on this earth again. Why would you go in there with that on you're a female too? And look, I don't believe he was gonna do anything to them officers, but I do believe because of what he done, it was no way he can sit in the prison. You would probably have to be on lockdown 24 hours for the rest of your life because if somebody catch you on that main line, bro, it ain't no way, bro. It ain't no way you walking away from that. Look at this, man. This is crazy. Let's go.
Where's the hands? Got it. Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
Look, she's socking him.
Drop the gun!
Look, she's socking him.
You got his hand? No, drop the gun!
Look, she's socking him in his head. Y'all see? Look, she boom, bop, boom, bop, boom. Look, she getting off on him. She getting off on him.
Relax. Where's the hands? Got it. Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun, dude! The gun! You got his hand? No, drop the gun!
Hey, am I tripping? Did one of them say N-I-G-G-A? Did I just hear? Hold on. Did I just hear one of them say Drop the gun, N-I-G-G-A. Am I tripping? Did y'all hear that too? I could have sworn I heard him say, drop the gun, yeah. Oh, no, cuz. Yeah. All right, boy. Let me double check, make sure I ain't tripping.
Where's the hand? Which hand is it? Got it! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun, dude! Drop the gun! You got his hand?
Oh, they
Drop the gun!
Where is that officer at? Where is that officer at? We want your ass, sir. I heard that. That nigga said, drop the gun, yeah.
Terrell, drop the gun. You're making things worse. All right, go drop the gun. Drop the gun. Drop the gun. I got his right hand. Where's the point? You got it. Got it. Control here. Give me the gun. Got it. Stay there. Stop resisting now, all right? Stop resisting. Grab the cop's gun. Will you relax? Get patrol here.
According to police records, detectives reported that Terrell admitted to losing his temper after Amari soiled himself. He claimed the situation escalated and Amari stopped breathing, but his efforts to revive the child were unsuccessful. In a panic, he tried to conceal what had happened. Police later located Amari's remains after Terrell provided a map showing where to find them. That evening, law enforcement held a press conference to share updates about the case with the public.
What kind of car do you drive?
A 2022 Tesla Model Y. Why?
If you don't mind me asking, what do you pay for car insurance?
Good evening. My name is Richard Myers, M-E-Y-E-R-S, and I'm a lieutenant with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Are you all ready? Okay. As you know, this case started out as a missing persons investigation. And unfortunately, I'm here to tell you today that it is now a homicide. On May 5th, 2-year-old Amari Nicholson was reported missing from the Emerald Suites on Paradise and Twain. During the course of the investigation, it became clear that the circumstances were suspicious. We brought all of the resources of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department to this investigation, including the homicide section. As the investigation progressed, it became very clear to us that Terrell Rhodes was our primary suspect. I'm here to tell you today that Terrell Rhodes has been booked for the murder of Amari Nicholson. There will be additional charges, however. While the arrest was taking place, Terrell Rhodes chose to fight with police officers, and during the course of that fight, was briefly able to retrieve an officer's firearm. That incident was quickly de-escalated, and Rhodes was transported to the Clark County Detention Center and booked accordingly. I know you have questions. This is an active and ongoing investigation. We are still asking the public that if you have any information regarding Amari Nicholson's murder, to please contact Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555. Thank you and have a...
All right, we're going to leave it right there, man. This situation, it was so close to me because I remember like yesterday, man, I was driving and they was flagging people down, asking, can we help find Amari Nicholson, man? And that was one of my things, you know, when I get that spirit in me, you know, I'm jumping out like, yeah, let's go find him. But on that note, man, rest in peace to Amari. I'm going to ask y'all to do me a solid favor. Even when I get off this live, man, I would like to see a lot of people just put rest in peace, you know what I'm saying, in the comment section so his name could live on. Terrell Rhodes, you got what you deserve. And Tayler Nicholson, man, you know, I know she went to jail for prostitution and a possession of a firearm. She's not a saint either. But on the flip side of that, man, you know, may God forgive you for what you known or shouldn't have not known. On that note, man, I'll see you on the next video. Let's get it.